What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on today's video, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and if you want to have me hop on a panel, or if you want to collaborate, or if there's a prediction video you want me to shoot for you, please reach out to me on my email address, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com, and go over to social media and follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV is the Twitter handle. But let's get it popping and get into today's video. And today, we got to talk about boxing, bro. Gervonta Davis and Terence Crawford think that Jake Paul and these YouTubers getting in boxing, that it's bad for the sport, that it has no place in the sport, and they bring up some interesting points that I want to address and give y'all my take on the whole situation. Before I do, though, live show tomorrow, Wednesday. We go live every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 5:30 on the West Coast, 8:30 on the East Coast. Y'all come hang out with me tomorrow night for a fun night of boxing talk. Also, our other live show that we do with the Singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network, we go live together every single Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So y'all go subscribe to KQKC Boxing Network so you can know who platform we're going to be on each Sunday. This upcoming Sunday after these fights that's going down this weekend, we'll be on his platform. So y'all need to come check us out Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Now, let's get to this video, though. So Gervonta Davis and Terence Crawford, they both did interviews recently. Terence Crawford did an interview with Brian Custer on Brian Custer's Last Stand podcast. Gervonta Davis was doing an interview on Instagram. I forgot who he was talking to. But they were both talking about this topic of Jake Paul, Logan Paul, YouTubers, you know, KSI, Triller, these gimmicks in boxing. And they're bringing up interesting points like, you know, boxers have been working their whole life, some since 4 or 5 years old, since 7 years old, to be world champion. They ain't even seen their first million yet, and they allow these people to come in. Boxing allows these people to come in and take, you know, make millions, and they've never had a fight in their life. You don't see that in the other sports, so why do we allow it in boxing? You don't play boxing, somebody could get seriously hurt. You know, so forth and so on, bro. So forth and so on. And those are all interesting points. But here's my thing, bro. Here's what I think about this whole situation and this whole topic, man. I blame fighters, I blame promoters and sanctioning bodies, bro. Like, this is allowed in boxing because fighters allow this shit, bro. And what I mean by that is, what's gonna generate more money, bro? What's gonna make people want to see you fight more? Better levels of competition, big fights. You know, Ali Frazier. You know, Ali Foreman. You know, Pacquiao and Mayweather. Pacquiao Cotto. You know, De La Hoya Pacquiao. Shit like that. You know, Wilder Fury. Big fights is what's gonna make fighters make more money, and it's gonna keep the integrity of the sport, bro. And so when you fighting fighters that are lesser than you and people know the outcome, they don't want to see that. That's why the shit don't happen in other sports, because the other sports, their fans know and the general public know, look, bro, this is the best possible product that we can have. And when you got a watered down product, which is what boxing is right now, people gonna come in, they gonna hurry up and get their money, they gonna get the hell out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. You don't get that in the other sports, football, basketball. They know that their best teams or their best athletes or whatever, they going up against each other. It's a true meritocracy. You know what I'm saying? It's a true survival of the fittest, best fight, you know, best going against each other. Let's see who the better athlete is. Whereas in boxing, people get to masquerade around like they the best, but never have really proved it. Like, prime examples, you got people like Ryan Garcia out here in boxing, bro. You got people like him that boxing will call one of the 4 kings, and he ain't really did shit. His best win is against a perennial loser. No disrespect to Luke Campbell, but at every big fight he's had, he's lost, bro. By having that on your resume, if you're Ryan Garcia, you get to walk around like you on the same level as a Devin Haney. You get to walk around like you on the same level as a Teofimo Lopez, bro, because of the boxing fans, because you got a bunch of Instagram followers. You know who else got a bunch of Instagram followers and who else got a lot of people that follow him, bro, on social media? Steph Curry do. But basketball fans ain't running around here like, yo, Steph Curry, bro, he better than Michael Jordan. He better than LeBron James. Nah, because they put being the best and actually showing that you can compete against the best at a higher level than boxing fans do. They want to see that, bro. They care about what you do against who's perceived to be the best, bro. They care about that shit. Boxing fans in this sport and boxers and promoters in this sport, they'll allow a fighter to just walk around like they the best without actually fighting the other top people in their weight class, bro. And so when you do shit like that, when you move like that as a fan base, when you move like that as a sport, Jake Paul can come in and get some smooth millions, bro. Ryan Garcia can act like he on the level with these other fighters, bro. He can do that shit. So if you Terence Crawford, if you Gervonta Davis, bro, you got to point the finger at boxing, bro. You got to point the finger at these promoters, at yourselves as fighters, bro. You got to stop fighting any and everybody they put in front of you. Let's just keep it a buck, bro. At the end of the day, you got to sign to fight that fighter if you one of these fighters. And if you know he ain't on your level, if you know it does nothing for your legacy, you got to tell these dudes no if you really want to get the bag like that. This shit wasn't happening in the 80s. This shit wasn't happening in the 90s because boxing, as much as it was still crooked, it still gave us big fights, bro. It still had legacy and integrity in the sport in terms of at least the best fighters fighting each other and truly and legitimately wanting to smoke without all this promotion and shit getting in the way and sanctioning bodies getting in the way of shit. Like, that shit wasn't as prevalent as it is today. And so now the vultures can come swooping in and be like, shit, bro, what y'all will pay for that? I know y'all will pay for me. I got 20 million followers, bro. Let me go in here and get this quick bag against, you know, a UFC fighter or some shit. Let me get this quick bag against another YouTuber. Because at the end of the day, boxing has gone from a sport that's seen on a level with basketball and baseball and football and tennis and all that shit to now where it's more seen as an entertainment industry with the WWE. Like, that's what it's seen as right now to the general public, bro. Not to us diehard boxing fans, not to a content creator like myself. I still want to hold on to the sanctity of the sport, obviously. I still want to see the best fights possible. I want to have fighters be tested and actually fight the best possible competition. But boxing don't move that way, bro. I mean, look at what we have going on right now. And I'm going to get to this in a minute. We have people like Jamal Charlo saying that David Benavidez fighting him at 168 does nothing for him when we just watch you fight Juan Montiel, bro. We just watched that shit. That's a fighter doing the shit. That's a fighter saying shit that don't make no sense. That's a fighter not really truly wanting to take on the best. Then we have promoters like Bob Arum, Top Rank right now, talking about making an Emmanuel Navarrete Oscar Valdez fight. Trying to protect Oscar Valdez from Shakur Stevenson, when in reality, the best possible fight right now at 130 pounds is Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson. There's no IBF champion, there's no WBA champion, but to keep Oscar Valdez viable and to try to continue to protect him and make money for him, he's talking about, you know, and rumoring to make Navarrete, when in reality, what's best for the sport of boxing is for Navarrete to go chase down Kid Galahad. It's for Navarrete to be trying to run down on Leo Santa Cruz or run down on Gary Russell Jr. He got unfinished business at 126, and you need to be unifying at 132. You got Shakur, you got Valdez. Those are better fights. Give me Navarrete versus Kid Galahad and Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez, or Navarrete versus Gary Russell Jr. and Shakur Stevenson versus Valdez, or Navarrete and Leo Santa Cruz and Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez. But if you boxing, if you Bob Arum, and you gonna make Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez, now what's Shakur gonna do? Some voluntary fight that don't nobody want to see? What's Kid Galahad gonna do? Another voluntary defense over there in England against some dude from the UK, bro? That's what like. So when you make one bad fight, it makes more bad fights because you don't have the fighters who are supposed to fight each other in the ring together, bro. And that's what boxing has become. It's become a game of cherry picking. It's become a game of promoters worrying more about what's in their best interest and what's in the best interest of the fighter, when in reality, their interests should be mutually aligned. If you're a promoter, the bigger fights you get your fighter, the more money you get because the more people want to see bigger fights. I never understand this shit about sanctioning bodies. I never understand this shit about promoters, bro. I don't. Like, what's going to sell more? What's going to make you more money right now? Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson or Oscar Valdez versus Navarrete, bro? Which one's gonna make you more money right here in America, bro? Because Oscar Valdez and Navarrete, they have the same fan base. That fan base is gonna watch either one of them fight. So what's the point of having both of them in a fight? But you know who has different fan bases? Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. That's gonna be a bigger fight, bro. And that means more to the sport. But since we run away from fights like this in the sport of boxing, we have people like Jake Paul to get to come in, swoop down, make a smooth 10, 15, $20 million, get the hell on out of town, bro. Get big deals with Showtime and make millions, bro. While we got guys down here that like Monster Inouye and freaking you know, Brandon Figueroa, Stephen Fulton, champions, you know, Navarrete, they don't make a quarter of that shit, bro. They don't make a quarter of that shit because we not getting the biggest possible fights. And everybody wants to be on the headline event. Everybody is a headliner, bro. When in reality, some of these championship fights, while big fights, they don't really need to be the headliner of events. So you're putting together these watered down events where the big main event nobody's really checking for from a casual standpoint, and they damn sure ain't checking for the undercard. And so people ain't tuning in, bro. And when people ain't tuning in, if you a YouTuber and you can bring a big ass fan base, guess what? You gonna make money, bro, because this shit is entertainment now. This shit ain't a real sport right now. It's the Wild Wild West. People doing whatever the hell that they want to do. So I say all that to say, if boxing want to clean itself up, bro, if you want to get these YouTubers and shit, and you don't like this shit if you're a fighter, you don't like this shit if you're a promoter, then start putting on the best possible fights. If you don't like this shit and you're a sanctioning body because you don't get to get a piece of the pie when these YouTubers fight each other, you don't get to get in on that, you want to get a big piece of the fight, do some shit like what the WBO did, bro. Start coming together and mandating these biggest possible fights. Like, what the hell are y'all waiting on, bro? Like, if you the WBO and the WBC, y'all need to get together, mandate some shit, bro, down in 130. IBF, get on board, shit. We want y'all to fight for our belt, 2, 3 belt unification. We want in on this, make the fight bigger. WBA, we mandate the winners fight this person over. Like, mandate some shit, bro. And if you're a promoter, stop protecting fighters. Whoever your best fighter is, let that shit rise to the top. Don't give a damn about, oh, I want to do this over here, I want to do that over there. Nah, just make the best possible fight, the biggest possible fight. Quit worrying about holding on the belts and shit for your promotional company. And y'all come together and make the biggest fights possible. The best card, let's keep it a buck, the absolute best card this year so far that was the most entertaining was when Top Rank and PBC came together. They was forced to, but when they came together and made that Wilder Fury 3 card, that was the best card of the year, bro. By far, not even close. One of the best days in boxing we've had this year. So, if y'all tired of people, if you a fighter and you listening to this, if you a promoter, if you a sanctioning body person that work for them and you listen to this shit, these YouTubers ain't going away as long as y'all keep moving like y'all the Wild Wild West and be out for your own interest. Because guess what? When you out for your own interest and not the interest of the greater good, it's going to be more people that's coming into your sport, coming into your house, that's going to be out for their own interest. That's just the way the world works, bro. That's just what it is. So that's my thoughts on this shit. Is Jake Paul and them bad for boxing? I mean, all right, I'll bite. But you know what's worse for boxing? Boxing's bad for boxing. A lot of the fighters today are bad for boxing. You know what I'm saying? These promoters right now bad for boxing. These sanctioning bodies, they bad for boxing right now. Boxing is hurting itself a lot more than a goddamn YouTuber, bro. That's just my thoughts on it. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Comment down below. Smash the like. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Turn on your notifications. If you want to have me hop on the panel, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Also, follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. And if you also could, don't forget about our live show every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, 5:30 on the West Coast, 8:30 on the East Coast. Y'all come through and hang out with me Wednesday night for a fun night of boxing talk. We also go live with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network every single Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So y'all come check out that show. It's a fun show, man. But I appreciate y'all watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.